Ladies and gentlemen, as I talked with you a little bit yesterday, I am going to be in a meeting until just after 10 o'clock, so I will not be here to start your day. You need to make sure that you go through and follow all of the instructions that you have on that form that I've given to you. Okay? I will be double checking your homework for yesterday and today, tomorrow during class. Make sure that you have all of that done, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're going to start with our lesson. Our lesson is to learn to solve an equation without having to guess and check. So we're actually going to go through the actual process of finding our solution for our variable. Okay, we're going to use inverse operation. Remember, we talked about inverse being the opposite operation. That undoes an operation. So make sure that you use that opposite operation. This is the time in class where I said, what's the opposite of addition? It's subtraction. What's the opposite of subtraction? Addition. The opposite of multiplication is division, and vice versa. Okay. We're going to use the addition property of equality and the subtraction property of equality, which states as long as you subtract the same number, as long as you add the same number to both sides of an equation, your solution will remain the same. Your equation will remain balanced. So if I have 3x plus 4 equals 12, if I subtract the end of the day, sorry guys, as long as we add 4, 3x minus 4 equals 12. If we add 4 to each side, we get 3x equals 16. That means 3 times a number that equals 16. Okay. The subtraction property is subtracting the same number or value from both sides of an equation to remain balanced. So here is the 3x plus 4 equals 16. If I subtract 4 from each side, then I have 3 times a number equals 12. Okay? I do that to say balanced. If we look at example number 1, I have x plus 4, so I'm going to use the subtraction property of equality, and I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides to come up with the solution of x equaling 1. Now we're going to substitute that back in over here and say 1 plus 4 equals 5, and we see that 5 equals 5. That balanced and checks out, so everything remains the same. The left side of the equation is equal to the right side of the equation. We talked about that, using that check appropriately yesterday during class. I just put a little check mark saying that's good. I want you to pause the video right now and try example 2 right here below. Use the addition property of equality to add the same number to both sides to cancel things out. Okay, ready? Go. Alright, if you're looking at example 2, we are going to add 5 to each side. Now, Confusing thing for you guys is like, well, wait, that's 5. It's a positive 5. How am I going to get rid of a positive 5 by adding 5? Shouldn't that be m minus 10 then equals 12? No, that's incorrect, because we have to remember that we are adding the opposite. That's a negative 5, right? So if I add that positive 5, that cancels out. So I have m equals 17. To go through and put that back in and check, I have 17 minus 5 equals 12. 17 minus 5 is 12, and that does in fact equal 12. Taking a look at the one below, we have s plus 7 equals 40. We're going to use that inverse operation, which is subtraction, to subtract 7 from both sides and get s equals 33. We put it back in to check, and 40 does in fact equal 40. Try example 4 on your own. Pause the video now, and let's go. And we're going to use the inverse operation, which is addition. We are adding 4 3/10 to both sides, which cancels this out, and we get y equals 17. We double check. 17 minus 4 3/10 equals 12 7/10. Here I can do the math over on the side to make sure that I'm correct. So I get 12 7/10 does in fact equal 12 7/10. At any time whatsoever that you do not get this balance, that means you need to go through and double check your work. Alright, you have your Pick 6 Plus Math Minute. Okay, and you need to follow all the directions that are on your page. Alright, good luck, and I'll see you a little bit later.